We arrived in Prague on a 4-day city break from London on the 20th of September 2023. We took the number 119 bus from the airport to the Nadrazi Veleslavin metro station to take us to Mustek station in the heart of the old square. Our large luxury 2-bedroom apartment was within 5 minutes of the metro station. On our first day, we visited the old town square, and our first port of call was the famous astronomical clock. The clock was first installed in 1410, making it the third oldest astronomical clock in the world and the oldest clock still in operation. The 4 figures flanking the clock are set in motion on the hour and represent vanity, depicted by a figure admiring himself in a mirror. Next is the miser holding a bag of gold. Across the clock stands death, a skeleton that strikes the time upon the hour. And finally there is a Turkish figure representing lust and earthly pleasures. Every hour the skeleton rings the bell, and immediately all the other figures shake their heads side to side, signifying their unwillingness to leave. The square features buildings belonging to various architectural styles, including the Gothic, represented by the Church of Our Lady Before Time, which has been the main church of this part of the city since the 14th century. Its characteristic towers are 80 meters high. There is also the Baroque style St. Nicholas Church. The square center is home to a statue of religious reformer Jan Hus, who was burnt at the stake in Constance for his beliefs. The statue, known as the Jan Hus Memorial, was erected on 6th of July 1915 to mark the 500th anniversary of his death. Next, we visited the Jewish quarter to see the Franz Kafka monument. It depicts Franz Kafka riding on the shoulders of a headless figure, presumably Kafka himself. Later, we walked along the Vltava River, which is 267 miles long and drains over half of Bohemia and about a third of the Czech Republic's entire territory. As it runs through Prague, the river is crossed by 18 bridges, 4 of which are railway bridges and 3 pedestrian bridges. The river covers 19 miles within the city. The water from the river was used for drinking until 1912. To round off the day, we walked to Charles Bridge, which is the oldest stone bridge in Europe. It was constructed between 1357 and 1400. It derives its name from King Charles IV, who was the first king of Bohemia to become a Holy Roman Emperor. Until 1841, this was the only bridge to connect the old town and the lesser town. At first, it was called just the Stone Bridge, but in 1870 it was renamed as the Charles Bridge. The bridge is 516 meters in length and is 10 meters wide and has 16 arches. At a railing of the bridge, there are 30 sculptures of famous figures in the Bible. In part 2, we will visit Petrin Tower, Prague Castle and St. Vitus Cathedral, where we were lucky enough to see the changing of the guards. In the evening, we went to Wenceslas Square and the Illusion Art Museum. We hope you liked this video and will keep a lookout for part 2.